Hey, what up, socialites? It's me, Gaspare Randazzo, and welcome back.
And me, Joe Dombrowski.
Wow, you're going up. Okay, coming up, I got a couple of things I want to let you know. This weekend, I'm in Chicago. And not only am I in Chicago, but I'm recording my special. So that's cool. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I'm going to call it ambiance.
Isn't ambiance like a feeling?
Ambiance means the character and atmosphere of a place. You can come see it. I'm going to film my special in Chicago. Come see it. It's at the Den Theater. Pretty much everything is sold out except for Thursday, the 5th. So get your tickets at djdombrowski.com. And next weekend, I'm in Atlanta at the new Helium Comedy Club at Alpharetta, Georgia. Come see me there. And then I'm taking some time off. But I've announced my 2025 cities. You ready, Gaspar? You ready for this?
I don't even know.
Get your little vagina ready. Here we go. Austin, Texas, Buffalo, New York, Rochester, New York, doing another taping. They're going to do a crowd work taping. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, if you've ever heard of it. Des Moines, Iowa, Springfield, Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri, Indianapolis, Indiana, Long Island. Hello, governors.
When?
I am there April 3rd. You coming? Oh my fucking God,
here.
You better. If
I'll
you're
be
not.
in Portland.
Well, I'm just going to go drink a bleach martini then. Why am I even coming to New York if I'm not going to see you?
That sucks.
Damn. I don't even want to go anymore.
I can't believe you're going. I'm not going to be home.
I'm going to be on your side.
I'm going to be in your side of the country. I'm going to be in your backyard.
This is wrong, what we're doing. This is wrong. This isn't friendship.
We should have planned that better.
This is buffoonery. This is bibbity-bobbity bullshit, and I'm not having any.
Oh, you're going to love it there. You're going to see all my people.
Going to be at Governor's, and it's going to be great. And then I'm going to be in Hartford, Connecticut. And then I'm doing the Heather McMahon cruise, the Absolutely Not cruise, for 5 days of the Bahamas, doing comedy in a cruise ship to a cruise ship full of drunk white women and a smattering of the gays. That's her demo.
Fun.
It's going to be great. I cannot wait. I weaseled my way into getting Morgan to come too. So he's coming. It's going to be a fun time.
When is that?
And then when?
Yeah, I'll come.
That's in the middle of April.
I'm so busy that day.
I don't know why I'm friends with you. And then I'm getting my hair done. So I'm taking some time off.
Speaking of, I just want to tell you real quick, someone just DM'd me like an hour ago and was like, hey, was listening to the latest episode. My husband had a hair transplant done in Turkey. It went really well. If you guys are going to do it, look into it, because the flight to Turkey doing it in Turkey was even cheaper than the airplane tickets.
Got to tell you something about that. Did I do my research? I did. And my dad taught me well. He said, when you pay for cheap, you risk buying cheap. And he said, some things you can get on the cheap, and that's totally fine. Like, you're not going to buy a designer t-shirt because who the fuck's spending $200 on a t-shirt? You're a dumbass. You go to Old Navy and you get a 20-pack for $5, right? That's the type of shit I'm talking about. My dad always says, do not pay good money for ripped jeans. You rip them yourself, like shit like that. I'm not going to fucking Turkey to get my hair done. Are you kidding me? I'm going to fly across the world to risk a medical failure in a foreign country where my health insurance doesn't count? You got to be out of your fucking mind. Not to mention, I have done my research on these guys who get their hair done in Turkey, and it looks like someone took a Sharpie and filled in the front of their head. It's just a straight line. It's crazy.
I looked through the pictures of her husband, and it looks good. I personally wouldn't do it because
you would do it because you'd be like, holy fuck, I found this shit by half the price. I'm going to fucking Turkey. Holy shit, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? They're going to put grass blades inside of my skull. I don't give a fuck. It's $20. You get your whole fucking head done for $20. Then they give you a slice of pizza and some Hungarian sausage. But whatever. Like, that's you.
For
Can I
never
finish
run
my
that.
goddamn dates?
Yeah, I'm just trying. I was going to tell you, I ate
Toronto.
pizza
Well,
tonight.
you were gonna
I
tell
got,
me, and then you were gonna stop.
I had pizza
I'm
tonight with
going
the
to.
three sauces. With the three sauces, the three sauces.
Oh,
I was meant to take a picture.
stop! I'm
Thank
gonna
God I did.
come.
I didn't want to wake you up. Go ahead.
Did you hear what I
We're in
said?
Toronto. What?
You like had the pizza with the three sauces. I said, "Stuff, I'm gonna go."
Oh,
Hey, I'm going to Toronto. Can I say something about this? I was fucked with the Toronto dates regardless, gas. Like I was there at first and we had to make it was Taylor Swift. Hotels were like $900 a night across the entire city. It was crazy. We moved the date, not because of that, we had moved for something else. We moved the date and then I post it and everyone's like, "You're coming on Victoria Day. Everyone's gonna be in their cottages, eh?" And I'm like, well, fuck. It's screwed either way. So I'm coming back to Toronto. If you
what's
happen to be in
Victoria
town,
Day?
come. I don't know. Do I look like I eat moose? I don't know, Gaspare.
It's
And
for
then
Victoria Beckham, I think.
Madison, Wisconsin in June. So, and I'm taping that one as well. So come get your tickets. Happy to JoeDombrowski.com. It'll be so fun. And quick shout out to True Warrior Jewelry, who's decking me out for the special. I didn't know if you know that, but I've been talking to your wife all week, actually.
I know.
You
I know.
scared? You scared?
I thought she was gonna leave me. They no, she may she did she
She's
tell you?
coming over for a little bit of 6'3" Polish sausage.
Good. She can have it.
You guys, I literally just took a nap and it's like 9 o'clock in Gasper's life right now. He probably hates this.
No, I don't hate it. I actually like when you're excited because I'm like this all the time. You know this. So this is nothing new to me. No, she told me she's been making something for you and then she got beat. She was all excited. She was downstairs working. Did she make it yet? I don't know. We don't talk
She
like that.
did. She made it. She sent me a picture and it looks incredible.
Yeah, she told me you
This
were
is
trying
great.
to do it on the cheap. You're gonna go to
Well,
you're gonna
do
go
you
to
want to hear
Turkey for it.
do you want to hear the story?
I know the story. If you want to tell people the story, I already know. I was next to her when it happened.
Was she talking to you?
I was next to her. We're always together.
So you guys, I don't really know how to dress. I don't have good style. That is Gasper's, but I don't know how. And
Time out. Let me just say one thing about that. I used your dumbass model of what you said. You're like, oh, walk into a store, whatever the mannequins are wearing, just wear that. I went into a store and I told people that, and literally everybody was like, what the fuck are you talking about? They were like, and I was like, oh, the mannequins, these people are professionally dressed. Their job is to professionally dress them. And everyone was like, don't wear what's on the mannequin. Like people were like appalled by me. And I was like, I think I'm supposed to buy what's on the mannequin. And they were like, who told you that? And I was like, a gay guy, a
okay.
gay man. I
First
was
of
in
all, where were
Target.
you? Yeah,
Target.
Gasper. Yeah, Gasper. There's your first fucking problem.
That's where I buy my
Target,
stuff.
Gasper. No,
Are we ever going to get to our dates? Won't
Gasper.
we just? Oh, I want to hear the story. But go ahead, tell me whatever you're going to say.
The mannequins at Target might as well be the mannequins at Walmart. They put the shit on the shelves, throw it on a mannequin, and that's it. That's not a person comes in and styles the mannequin. That's Jenny from the register's got a couple extra minutes, so she put some shit on display, okay? That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you're going to go to like an actual, like if you walked into, I
Like the
don't know,
Gucci store.
but I'm stores that you might venture into if you were
What's
so
Benobi?
brave. Bonobos, I don't know,
No,
Gasper, Levi, like something like
no.
that. Like
Levi's jeans only.
you can't just be buying fucking this, Gasper. Literally, you look like a lumberjack who's about to go to sleep right now. Like I
Does
don't
this?
know
I wore this for plaid day, and everybody's like, "Why'd you wear pajamas to school? This don't look
exactly.
plaid."
That looks like it's a onesie and probably has a butt flap. Like I don't know what
All
to
right,
tell you.
hold on. I have to get something for you. You're going to appreciate this, and then we got to talk about something. I got something, Joseph. Ready? I need your honest opinion, Joe.
Yeah.
All right, ready? I bought this the other day. It's nice, right? So for the viewers at home, I got this yellow mustard yellow coat. I look like Paddington the bear.
I
And
love it. Yes, people can say what the fuck they want, especially. But the one thing is, you tucked it in your pants. Like, who tucks a coat in their pants?
I want the someone today told me I look like Mike Wazowski. They said, wait,
Just
let
a
me.
ball with two
They
legs.
they were like, why? They're like, your body's so misshapen.
And that's the thing about you is I knew in those pictures that you were like
Oh,
moving your shoulders weird to look
of
like
course,
you look
dude. They
so
said
comfortable. Where'd you
I
get
look
that
like
coat?
Target. That's what I'm trying to
Great.
say. Let me
Yep.
just tell you what happened. I don't have a coat, right? So I haven't had a winter coat all winter, and I'm
No.
freezing.
The word you were looking for was gears.
Well, I don't have a winter coat this year and multiple years, but I think I'm getting older. I'm getting colder. And I think like I've always had a winter coat, but I never wore it. Now I'm like, you know what? I'm going to wear it. I didn't have one. You know, it's like when you have a girlfriend, you don't want one. When you want one, you don't have one or whatever.
Yes, super relatable.
So or whatever. So I was like freezing. So I was like, it's time to get a coat. So I went to Target. I sent Melissa a picture of that coat. She's like, absolutely not. So I got it. I came home in it. And then it's just like taking a life of its own. Everybody's abusing me online about the coat,
I love
which
the coat.
which makes it even funnier for me. So now I'm just walking around in this dumbass Mike Wazowski, Paddington Bear, Curious George in a raincoat, Coraline. They called me Georgie from It. There was some good ones. Oh, Gordon's
Wait.
Fisherman.
Let me ask you that coat.
$50.
Are you gonna plug your dates?
Oh yeah, but that coat was $50. If you want to see that coat live, you can. December 21st, I'll be in Long Island. Then I'm going to take a little time off because Melissa has to get some. She's going to Turkey for some implants. Then I'll be in. Then I'm going to be in New Jersey in Manasquan. Then I'm going to be in New York City. Then I'm going to be in Arizona, San Diego. I will be in Portland. Then I will be in Naples, Florida. Then I will be in Philadelphia. Then I'll be in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tulsa.
Well, Tucson.
Tulsa. I'll be in Tulsa, Plano, Texas. Then I'll be in Atlanta. Then I'll be in LA. Will I be in Seattle? We don't know. I'll be in Chicago. I'll be a few other places that I just didn't put up yet. Get your tickets at GaspareRandazzo.com.
That's GaspareRandazzo.com.
All right. This episode is honestly, this episode
Making
has
me
been
hungry.
It's been off the rails. Wait, are you hungry? Because I didn't even eat dinner, and I feel like you're always hungry because you nap and then, but like, you know, when you wake up from a nap and you're just like, you got like presents to buy and holiday cards to send, you just have all these errands to run, and you just like don't have time to cook. But you know what, Joe? Factor has you covered with meals that you can make in just 2 minutes. There's no prep, no mess. Just pop the meal in the microwave, heat it in a little skillet, and you're done. With 35 meal options each week, as well as add-ons, you'll never have to worry about running out of time to make dinner. Here's the thing. I come home from work, right? My kids are pulling at my legs. Everyone wants a snack. Oh, Lucy wants a Butterfingers. Gasper wants a peanut M&M. And like here I am, I'm trying to eat healthy. So I just throw a Factor meal in the microwave. Boom. I cook a nice meal. Bam, I eat it. It's ready in 2 minutes. I eat the dinner. I'm healthy. There's up to 6 different menu preferences to choose from. I'm trying to drop a few pounds. Maybe I'm eating vegetarian. There's all these different things. All you got to do is head over to factormeals.com/50 social studies and use code 50 social studies to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code 50 social studies at factormeals.com/50 social studies to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping while your subscription is active.
Wow, your subscription,
While
your
your
subscription, Gasper, while your
Correct.
subscription is active.
Yes, that's what I said.
Great job.
So, Joe, I have a few things to tell you.
I'd love to hear.
All right. First off, I did a show in a place called Pottstown, Pennsylvania this week. And
I did
before
a show in a place called Potts. I
town,
did a show in a place called
town. So first off, let me just start it off, Joe. The guy who owns the club, guess who it was?
Mr. Potts, the
It was
mayor.
a guy who used to be in the band, the Bloodhound Gang.
You
Remember?
and me, baby,
Me,
ain't
baby, hey.
nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Get hard now.
Yeah,
Sweat,
really.
baby. Sex is the kind of thing you turn me on like Mr. Coffee with your automatic. You show me yours, I'll show you
Ah, you
mine.
remember?
I remember shit like that, like in a fraction of a second. I couldn't do long division if my fucking heart defended that.
I love long division. The longer the better when it comes to division.
Yeah.
Give me that. Give me a 4-digit number.
Divided by a 2-digit number.
Oh,
Exponent. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know.
So he owns it. I don't know why I just got this random memory. Remember the song "I Smell Sex and Candy"? Yeah.
Yeah. Who's that lounging in my child?
I remember I was in a pool. I was like 5. No, I was in 5th grade. I was just swimming around the pool and that song came on and I was afraid to make eye contact with my parents.
I remember
I
that
was-
song was on Now One, and I listened to it on my Walkman that had
Yeah.
shocks. So it did.
Yeah, that's good. So also I've been trying to sing Wicked for the last few days to Melissa.
Oh, I got a
And-
story about Wicked, bitch.
Yeah, all right, let's get to
Fucking lose my
Pottstown.
mind.
But anyway, I've been trying to sing it, and in my head I sound so good, and she's like, "You sound horrible." Anyway, did the show. The show was great. Met some really like awesome people who came to the show. Shout out to Meg and Brittany. They 2 separate people, Meg and Brittany. They're both like big podcast listeners. Both said super sweet stuff about the podcast. So we really do appreciate all of you guys, and like we do hear from you guys after shows, and it's always nice to hear that like you're listening, and we just really appreciate it. It's like very a cool feeling to know that like someone gives a shit about what we have to say, because like I know my wife doesn't, and I don't even think Joe does. He actually just got up and left the room while we're in the middle of this speech. So shout out to you guys, all of you who listen to the podcast. That was number 1. So thanks, Meg and Brittany and everybody else who came to the show. Not really sure where Joe went, but that's okay. So, I do want to tell you guys. So I go to this show. I'm wondering if Joe's doing an experiment right now where he just left to see if I will keep talking, but I'm not going to because I want him to hear this next part. So now we will wait, and Ezra will edit this. So when I snap my fingers, Joe will be back on, and you won't know how much time might have lapsed in between. So ready, 3, 2, 1.
Are you still telling your story?
No, but did you hear how I ended it? I said, "Hey guys, when I snap my fingers, Joe will be back." And get Ezra, pick it up from here. Oh, Joe, you're back. You were only gone for 2 hours. Thank you so much. So
Hey, do me a favor.
I was
Make
giving
sure I blow this candle out before you're done with the podcast, or I'll burn my own pockets out.
I was just giving a shout out to everybody, thanking them for listening to the podcast, to everybody who listens. So first off, Joe, I get to the venue and this guy, I was paying for a meter, and this guy came up behind me and he's like, yo, my man, I just got out of a mental institution. And I was like, what? And he's like, can I talk to you real quick? I'm like, oh, no, I don't have any money. And he's like, can you give me a ride? I was like, no.
Not a good way to start that conversation if you're looking for a ride.
And then he goes, you don't got no money. I was like, dude. So I had my backpack on and my big yellow coat. So I was like, I'm only 21. I didn't know what to say. That was what came out of my mouth. I go, I'm only 21. And he goes, okay. And then I just walked away. It was fucking weird and scary.
You know what? Uh-oh. You know what? Gaspar?
What, Joseph?
He asked you for a ride and you said you were 21. You can drive when you're 21.
No, he asked me for money.
You can also
And
have
then
a job.
I said, I don't have any money. He said, come on. I said, dude, I'm only 21. And then I got nervous that he saw me going in my car. So I went to somebody else's car and started touching the window. So he would think that was my car. So if he was going to take a dump in the gas can, it would be in his car.
Why would he take a dump in the gas can?
That's something people do when they're mad. They piss or poop in a gas can.
They poop in? How? You have to put your sphincter
I,
up to
I don't know
the
how.
gas hole?
Hey, I've seen it.
Gas hole?
Mr.
I said
Leather.
gas hole.
So then let me just tell you what happened. I get to my hotel, I pull in, and it is no, Joe. It's pitch dark. The whole lobby, everything's pitch dark. The lobby. So I walked in, I opened the light in the lobby, and the
You
guy
opened it or you turned it on?
I turned it on. The guy was standing in the dark behind the computer.
What?
He was like, that's what I'm saying. He was like a vampire. So I said, oh. And then he said, I said, was I not supposed to turn this on? And he said, oh, no, it's motion censored. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I go in my room. It's creepy as hell. I go in my room. There's no hot water at all. I'm running the shower, running. And so I go out to the lobby. I get dressed. I go out in the lobby. I was like, there's no hot water. He goes, is there water? I was like, yeah. He's like, okay. I'm like, okay. And then I was like, also the heat's not really like kicking on.
Wait,
I was
this is the hotel or the venue?
The hotel clerk. And,
oh, no.
And then I said,
you had to turn the light on at the hotel?
Yes. What do you think I'm talking about?
I thought you were talking about the club.
No, in the hotel. So then I was like, oh, also the heat hasn't kicked on.
Where are you booking yourself?
They put me here. They want me to die. It was
they
a hooker
put
hotel.
You there?
It was a hooker hotel.
For sure.
And then like I was like, oh, the heat hasn't kicked on. And he goes, yeah, it might not.
No, he didn't say that.
And I was like, oh, okay. So it was freezing. The water was freezing. I literally left at 5 a.m. and they had breakfast. And I was like, oh, good. At least I could get food. It was just cereal in a bin. It was just a bin of cereal. Like I was like loose cereal. I was like, no, thank you.
Oh,
anyway,
God.
Go ahead. What did you want to tell me about?
Oh, wicked. Okay. First of all, I was driving to a show this week and I almost got in a car accident while I was listening to the Wicked soundtrack. And then I got super embarrassed for myself. Because could you imagine if like you get in a car accident and the jaws of life have to come get you out and it's just like, and like, what a gay way to die. It would have been I would have been like, God damn it. It could have been like a better song.
Like Simple Plan.
But anyway, so Morgan and I went to see Wicked this weekend. Not the movie, the play.
Oh.
The musical play of Wicked happens to be touring in Seattle right now, the same time that the movie comes out, which is very, very cool. I have had these tickets for... I think I bought these tickets before our wedding, actually. It was like
Is Morgan into singing?
Not as much as I am, but he likes... We go to shows pretty regularly. When there's good ones touring in the city, we'll go. And we'll go to shows when we're in New York and stuff. You know, we go to shows. So Wicked is iconic, right? It's legendary. Broadway at this point, it was the #1 show on Broadway, brand new, and we were in high school. Like, it's just a long running, very good, great show. The movie's coming out. Morgan's never seen it. So I spent very good money on great seats. We go, we sit down, it's great. Live performance. Sitting behind us is a family of 4. A mom and dad, a 6-year-old, and a probably freshly 3-year-old. I looked at this child at one point and I was like, what age is this kid? Embryo? Like, the kid was so young. Talking.
Placenta on him.
And I do not blame the kid. I blame the stupid ass parents. This kid was 2 young to be there, talking the entire time. And then when she would talk, the parents would say, shh, shh, and like try to get her to quiet. She wouldn't stop. She talked like up, walking around in the aisle. At one point, her little head was right here in between Morgan and I's faces, just singing the song. And the parents like didn't make her go sit back down. Then they brought treats to appease her. So it's just crinkle wrapping for way too long. I was like, put it in a Ziploc bag and call it a day. What the fuck are you doing? Right? So we ran into an issue. I was surrounded by fans of mine all around us in the row. People saying hello. I can't turn around and tell this family to get fucking lost.
You would have did a favor to everybody.
Looking back, I would have. So my question to you, and also to the fans, if you want to write us in, thesocialstudiespodcast@gmail.com, I would like to know, how would you have handled this situation? And then I'll tell you how I handled the situation.
I mean, it's tricky because the truth is I would have did nothing, because as a parent myself, like, I know that it's literally the worst thing in the world. Like, and I always hate, like, if I go to a restaurant, I hate, like, if a kid's crying and people get like mad at them. Cause I just like look at the parents and I'm like, dude, I've been there. Like, we've taken our kids to restaurants, they cry. It sucks. It's not enjoyable. And the parents are way more embarrassed and miserable than you, because the parents are like, oh, like, we're the reason that people are miserable. So like, I mean, if you're like a semi-decent human being who cares about those things, not everybody cares about that stuff. So like, I probably would have did nothing, if anything, I would have looked at them and just been like, I get it. Cause that's how I just feel. I know I'm an asshole.
No, absolutely fucking not. Not in a theater where people are paying this good ass money to be like, no.
You're like,
Leave
I'm
your
talking about
fucking
Applebee's.
kid. Leave your kid at home. There is no reason that
Oh,
a
I
kid that little
agree.
needs it. You know what my looks were? My looks were to these parents like, you stupid ass people. I can't believe that they even let you have kids. You're so stupid that you would bring your fucking kid here. I was all living. No, everything you just said, yes, if it's in a plane. If
Well,
it's
that's
in a plane, no, it's
Applebee's.
plays.
I
I
was
wish I
thinking
could give you
Applebee's.
time to discuss this, but you've made your bed and asleep. There is no way. A plane, yes. Oh, okay, sure. An Applebee's, a Golden Corral, a place where kids can be, sure. But if it's a good restaurant and you brought your kid, you're also a
You
fucking
shouldn't.
asshole also.
I
If
agree.
it's a play, you're a fucking asshole. If it's a movie, you're a fucking asshole. And like, here's the thing. You chose to have kids. Everyone chose to have kids, right? You're making a 3-year commitment to not do shit until they can handle it. And that's just what's up, right? The 3 to 6, 7 years, whatever. And also every kid is different. If you know your kid can't handle that shit, your kid don't fucking go. You find a sitter, you make it work, leave
Which
them
would have
there,
been cheaper.
which would have been cheaper. And then also, but here's the thing, but I couldn't do anything because I didn't want to be that person. And we like really thought about what we were going to do, but we left and we were pissed. So I ended up calling the next day and I was so cool and calm collected. And I started the conversation by being like, what should I do in this situation? And they said, you can go up to an usher and ask them for assistance, but sometimes the ushers, sometimes they care, sometimes they don't. They said your best bet is to go up to an usher and ask for a house manager, who will then ask them to leave or go into the lobby or do whatever it is. And then you have a chance to like fight for your ticket. But since it was the day after, I get it. Like, we did sit through the whole show, whereas it's like eating a whole meal and then asking for your money back. But they were super cool. They gave us tickets to an upcoming show. Unfortunately, not Wicked, because Wicked is sold out. But my whole thing is like,
Oh, they gave you tickets to another show?
for an upcoming show, but not Wicked. Yeah.
That's cool.
So my whole thing was like, is common sense out the window? Are we in this day and
Yes.
age where everyone's entitled to do whatever they want? Because you're not. And also, I'm sorry, but people need to be shamed a little bit too in this moment. Because the reason I'm pissed that I didn't say anything is because no one around us said anything. We all just ate shit. We were all miserable, and not a single one of us at intermission turned to this family and was like, yo, figure it the fuck out.
And I mean, listen, like I said, I'm talking about like an Applebee's or somewhere like that. It is
Plane
a plane where there's
or
nothing you
train
can
or
do.
bus. Yeah,
There's
you
no
got to get
other
through it.
option. Like I would also never take my kids to a fancy restaurant because I would not want to ruin someone else's night, especially if you're paying good money. Like
Morgan and I
so,
were both like, why would they even want a 3-year-old? The 6-year-old was being fine. The 6-year-old could 3. Oh, here's the worst part. They told us that every play, essentially theaters are like a rental space. And every play that comes into these theaters has their own set of rules. They said that Wicked has a no age restriction rule. So they could even sell a ticket to a 6-month-old if they bought it.
but
I'm
why?
like that.
Like,
I go, then we don't let that happen. Then we tell Wicked, find another fucking place, okay? Because the rule here is you have to be 6 or older, and you have to be a good 6, not a fucking insane 6.
you got to be a good 6. We got to before
Good 6s are nothing.
Yeah, I'm with you. Don't get me wrong. I really get it, but I also would have probably done nothing. That's the truth. I would have just been like,
from this moment on, there's not a world where I don't do anything.
Yeah, and I also
I should have turned at intermission. I should have been like, so we all know what's going on here. So we're all aware of what's going on here. I think you need to take your child and you need to go into the lobby because this is not happening.
Yeah, they would have put you on TMZ.
I don't give a fuck.
They when I was a baby, I was like 6 or 7 months. My dad took me to a Ranger game, hockey, but forgot diapers, and I shit like minutes into being there. So he took a newspaper and he tried to wrap me up in the newspaper, and it just didn't work. And he left. He said that he was with my brother and my uncle, and everybody around him was booing him. So he left because I ruined the whole game. Someone's on a podcast right now being like, yo, once I was at a Ranger game, this fucking kid shit. So
a newspaper. Wow.
Well, that's what we had in 1994, you know?
You were just changing our babies with newspaper.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's truly, truly wild.
Okay. So I have something for you.
Tell me, Daddy.
All right. I found this list of the most attractive male hobbies. Okay. All right. Number 1, foreign language.
It's super hot. Yeah.
I'm trying for a girl. If a girl has a little bit of an accent, I love that.
No,
Or
not
if
an
they have a-
accent. Speak another language is very
Oh,
sexy.
Yeah, like sign language.
The ability to do that. Yeah.
You speak another language at all?
No, sadly, I hate it.
Not
Typical
even any
American
Polish?
over here. No, Polish is one of the hardest languages to learn.
I could see that.
Yeah. It's very much like very odd to speak. Yeah.
Yeah, I like when the girl has an accent, and I like when they have a raspy voice.
Well, your wife has one.
She does not.
Yes, he does.
Oh, like that. Wait, how about Lucy the other day goes, come on, we gotta go to the store. I said, what'd you say? She goes, the store. And we start hysterical laughing.
Yeah, it's starting. Yeah.
All right. Number 2, playing an instrument.
Yeah.
Do you think that's hot?
Depends on the instrument. Like if it's the fucking
Flute.
tuba or trombone, I'm just kind of
Hey,
like, all
baby.
right. What are you in a marching band? Yep.
Dude, I know an adult who plays.
Guitar, hot. Bass can be hot. Like if you're in a jazz band, that's hot. But like,
Drums.
I don't know, if you're whipping out a fucking tuba and a snare drum, I don't know. Drums, hot. Yeah.
Like, I feel like I know an adult man who plays tuba in a band. And I'm just like.
Tuba in a band?
No, what's the.
Saxophone. Jesus.
Saxophone. He plays that.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. But also, when I was
But if you're like, I play the triangle, I'd be like, you're also paying for dinner and I'm never saying it again.
When I was in Potsdam, I said to this girl, I go, what do you do? She goes, I'm a music teacher. I said, oh, what do you guys teach? Like the flute? And I was like this. And she's like,
Bruh.
What instrument did you just play? And
The
I was
recorder.
like,
Skin flute.
All right. Cooking. I agree.
Very attractive. Yes.
Yeah. Like when a girl knows her way around the kitchen, she knows her way into my heart.
Yes.
Woodworking. You like when a guy
Yes.
works with wood?
Yes. Very good. Very good.
You know how they put their hands around the cold steel axe?
Yes. The cold steel axe.
Painting? I don't know. Like what
Yep.
girl's like, oh damn, he's a painter.
Yeah. Yeah. Art is hot too. This is
Yeah,
good.
well, writing is second. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
writing is after painting. Oh, Joe, gardening. Are they describing you? Gardening. I don't know. Like a girl likes a guy that's gardening. Hey,
Gardening.
girl. It's like, I guess it
Like,
shows you
come
could
over
take care
here
of stuff.
and plow this hoe. Yeah. Whatever.
Swimming. Nah, I'm
Mm.
not seeing it.
Okay. Hey. Swimming, not really, but the ability to not be able to swim, huge turn on. It's like, what the fuck
Like
are you doing?
like a
Like if
guy
you
who
just, I
drowns.
can't, or if they're like, I can't swim. It's like, well, are you even a fucking human? Like I can't.
Yeah. A lot
It's
like
just very unattractive to be like, I can't swim.
it's always weird
Nerd.
to me when adults can't swim. Like you just never like you never learned. You never went in a pool. You
Yeah, I
know?
think that all the two. And I was like, I can't swim. It's like, who are you? Like, I don't
Like,
fucking know what to say to you. Like,
but like you can't just do this.
have you ever seen someone in water like just kind of like flop? It's like fucking swim. Like I don't know what to say. Swim.
One time when I was in Boy Scouts, once we went whitewater rafting, and this kid Miles fell in the water and he was drowning.
Yeah.
And he was drowning, and the instructor just leaned out of the raft and he goes, "Just stand up." And
That
the
happened
water,
to me.
the water was only up to his knees.
That literally happened to me, Casper. I thought I was gonna die. Okay, listen. So I went to college, Central Michigan University. Shout out Fire Up Chips. There was the Chippewa River like ran through the town, and you would go basically tubing in the summer when it would warm up. Like you'd get a tube and just a huge cooler of beer, and you'd tie it to your tube and it'd float with you, and you just drink. By the time you're done, you're fucking hammered, right? But you could also, sometimes people would just put an inflatable mattress in the river. But
Oh,
there's
that's
like
real.
yeah, that's real. And then but you could also go like canoeing and kayaking. So my freshman year, my floor, we were very, very close. Like the people, like all 5 of the dorms around me were, and we're to this day very close. Not as close, but we all talk. We rented canoes towards the last week of school, and we went canoeing. And my canoe tipped at a part where the rapids were a little bit faster, and I'll never forget. I was hammered, grabbing onto a branch as the rapids like pushed my feet back behind me, and I was like, it was like a movie. I was like, help me, I'm gonna get swept away. And my friends were like, stand up. It probably came, the water was so shallow, it was between my ankle and my knee. It was so shallow. I was like, oh, whoops. I literally thought I was gonna drown.
Yeah, that was Miles. We were like, dude, just stand up.
Yeah.
All right, next is photography. I don't see it.
No, I'm not gonna get it. Like, it's cool. I appreciate the skill, but it doesn't really do it for me.
Like he's like, oh, come in my dark room. You ever go in one of those dark rooms? They're actually pretty cool.
Darkroom has yep.
Guys, for those who don't know, Joe's writing, Joe's writing about what dark rooms. I'm reading about dark rooms and gay culture for photography. I don't know why Joe's typing it.
Because I don't want them to know. Anyway, keep going.
All right. Well, apparently, guys, if you're into the gay culture and you like the dark, go to a bar. Some of them do photography. Next is astronomy. I don't know about that one.
Absolutely not. That's actually a turn off. Flaccid. That's flaccidity for sure.
Like, but imagine he's like,
If
let's go
someone
to.
says, "What's your sign?" I'd be like,
Oh,
"That
hate them.
this is the sign for me to run."
What if they're like, oh, let's drive up to the top of a mountain though and sit on the hood of a car and look at the stars?
That's called intercourse.
Not always. Sometimes it's just stargazing.
Come on.
I like that stuff. Hiking.
Yeah, hiking's cool.
See, like if a girl was like, "You want to hike with me?" I'd be like, "Get the fuck out!" like,
Oh,
why
I
are we
gotta take.
hiking?
Oh
Where
my
we
God, I
going?
gotta take you on one. The hiking here is incredible. You don't know hiking. Trust me, you don't know
I
hiking.
don't know. I've only hiked Central Park.
Yeah, unfortunately,
You
that's
know,
proving my point.
no, that's not true. I actually hiked Yosemite Mountain. I swear.
Yosemite is not a mountain. It's a
Yes,
national park.
I hiked the mountain in Yosemite National Park for real.
And let me guess, and like your tennis shoes.
My Nikes, my white Nikes.
Get
That's
out of
all I
here.
own.
This day, when you go hiking, we go hiking regularly, pretty often. Okay. And the number one pet peeve is people who are in like normal clothes, in jeans, or they got like tennis shoes on, or like
That's
a
gonna be me.
loafer. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Or like
I'll
a
hike.
full dress on. It's like, what are you doing?
I
Get
will
out of
hike
here.
Mount fucking Kilimanjaro with you. I can hike. I have unlimited stamina when it comes to moving. I'm just not wearing hiking
Oh,
gear.
the thing is
I
too,
could,
if we go hiking, we'll have to let Morgan get like a 30-minute head start, because the way that you and I talk, he'll want to kill himself.
wait, but now what
One
about
time Morgan and I went on a kayaking trip in Hawaii, and I was just like making conversation, and he just turns around and goes, "Maybe we don't talk."
Melissa does that to me a lot too. What now? All right, if I wore my Timbs, is that acceptable hiking boots?
No,
They're
just
boots.
just come hiking with me sometime. We'll get
All
you
right.
figured out.
The last two are archery. No, I mean like
No, what
this guy just
sort of
fucking
like
whips.
medieval peasantsville are we talking about here? If someone came out and was like, "I enjoy archery," I would have been like, "Get out of here, you larper! I don't have time for this."
Well, that's funny you said that because then the next on the list is blacksmithing, which once again,
Blacksmithing, blacksmithing. What? Are you kidding me? What are we
imagine
blacksmithing anymore?
you're just
Isn't
hanging out with
isn't blacksmithing like
making
using iron
horseshoes.
to make shit?
Yeah.
Like, but like make what? Like a cheese grater?
Weapons,
Oh,
weapons,
what the fuck?
horseshoes.
Yeah, if someone was like, "I'm a blacksmith," I would have been like, "Well, thank God we're in the Oregon Trail if we don't catch cholera." That's
Dude, oh,
insane.
speaking of, and then we gotta go. We were gonna do emails, but we don't have time. Speaking of, I swear, I made my students play
The Oregon Trail.
today in class because we're talking about Manifest Destiny and going out west. So I found the Oregon Trail. It's just you could play it like on the computer, dude. It
Great.
is terrible.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
horrible.
so boring. They were like, "This is what you used to play." I was like, "I swear it gets better." It never got better. It was just like they were like, "Oh," I was like, "We have to make a decision. Do we want to cross the river by floating or should we pay?" And they're like, "Fuck it, float." So I hit float. We drowned. I was like, "Damn!" I'm like, "We all died." They were like, "This is not fun." They're like, "How much reading is in this game?" Because you just keep reading.
That's all it
That's
is reading. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Can
not
I also
fun.
say this? The inventors of first computer games, right? You could have made a game about anything. You could have made a game about anything. And these fucking ass clowns with their dicks in their hands are like, "You know what? I really have been to the Oregon Trail. So let's put them all in covered wagons so they have to collect chicken feed."
Yeah, I never really thought of that. Like, why was that the popular thing? Like, I can understand if it was made in the 1800s. It was
I
made
know.
in 1918,
In
no,
like the 80s.
1989. That's
Yeah.
when the game came out. So it's like you guys were like, you know what? We're about to hit
Like
the 100
Atari, I get it. Pac-Man, I get it.
because they're
But like
fun. This is a
Oregon Trail,
history game.
Oregon Trail.
Dude, you should write a joke about that because it's true.
I know, it's crazy.
That's a good concept. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here with us. We really appreciate you guys. And we hope you all have a wonderful day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is.
Get your tickets to see me live at thejoedombrowski.com.
And me at gasparandazzo.com. Bye, guys.